Joining us is now Yuliana Shemetovets, a spokesperson from Cyber Partisans. Hello and welcome to TVP World.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Good morning. Yuliana, so the group now that you are, well, if I'll put this correctly, are a member of or are the spokesperson for, have infiltrated the network of Belarus's main KGB agency. Can you give us, well, an overview of this attack? And is it about a message to be sent to the regime of Belarus, of Alexander Lukashenko?
Sure. So Cyber Partisans hacked the website of the KGB. They didn't hack the internal network. They just hacked the website, downloaded the information that the website contained, and now we made this information publicly available. Before that, in 2021, Cyber Partisans hacked the Minister of Internal Affairs that contains many databases of, in general, every Belarusian citizen, passport information, addresses, work history, but also it included the work history of regime people, including KGB agents. So that information we also analyzed and created a special Telegram bot where people can send photos of people and check if the photo matches the information of the KGB agent that we have on our files. Is around 8,000 agents. This information was not obtained from the KGB internal networks. It was obtained through the hack of the Ministry of Internal Affairs. But the most recent attack, yes, it happened on the KGB official website that is down for several months already.
And I'm very curious if there were any unexpected, let's say, challenges along the way.
So the Cyber Partisans are attacking the Belarusian regime for almost 3 years, since 2020, when the largest protest in the history of Belarus started. The Lukashenko's regime is illegitimate. It joined Russians' efforts in the aggression against Ukraine. So we're now trying to do everything possible in order to help stop repressions inside Belarus, to push for the changes inside Belarus, but also help Ukraine as much as possible. The head of KGB just several days ago criticized our work, lied about what Cyber Partisans are planning to do, and that was our response in order to show, that the regime is very vulnerable. We can get anywhere inside the regime. They don't protect their own data. They don't protect the data of regular citizens. They don't protect the data of people that try to help them. So this is the response. So people should know, if they try to collaborate with KGB, not only Belarusians, many foreigners would send some information to the KGB, and that information was stored on their official website that we hacked. So that is the message. If you work, this information might get publicly available. Cyber Partisans might get it. So this is important for us, so people know they shouldn't even try to work or collaborate with the illegitimate regime and the suppression machine that commits violence against the people.
So now you mentioned this a little bit in terms of Ukraine and also a second ago, but what is it that KGB officers are responsible for internally in Belarus?
They are working on different type of operations. They work on trying to infiltrate into opposition groups. They collect information on foreign assets. They collect information in European countries. We are working really hard in trying to find out these agents. They recruit many new peoples now, because in 2021, as I mentioned before, we discovered the information about the actual KGB agents that were operating also in Europe. So once this information was exposed, they started using new methods in order to recruit people, and this is what we are also trying to do in order to lessen the effect that they have in Europe, because they collect information on Belarusian citizens, they collect information on the help to Ukraine, different types of information, because they are in the union basically with the Russian forces. They also are responsible for different type of operations in trying to control people in Belarus. Anyone who stands up against and stood up against the Belarusian regime, Lukashenko, which the majority of people did in 2020. Obviously, we don't know every type of operation. We haven't hacked the internal network yet, but they do the work of a typical repressive machine that was working in the Soviet Union, for example.
And countering KGB seems a mammoth task. And I feel like one thing is certain, that cyber partisans are true fighters, are true warriors in a digital war against dictatorship. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.